At first, construction workers just found one bone here. They were digging an elevator shaft for this historic building. But the more they dug, the more they found. Here's an East Toledo home we told you about yesterday. Bullet holes all across the front of the house. The owner thinks it was retaliation for pressing charges against a gang member for attacks on her family. Now neighbors are concerned for their safety. Forget a hall pass. You'll need a full background check before visiting this school. Upon arrival at Bennett Venture Academy, you'll go through a series of checks before receiving a visitor's pass that looks like this. Well, it still is a construction site, but they have made a lot of progress. This guy's finishing up the drywall, and they have to finish the ceiling. But other than that, the concourse area is pretty much complete. There are 10 species of yellow jackets in Ohio and many others in the wasp family. Russell Lamp is one of the largest collectors of these insects. Most run away from these stingers, so why is Lamp running after them?
I love it, really. I've got a background in entomology. I've specialized in honeybee diseases for years, so it comes natural.
It turns out these creatures have a lot more to offer than a shocking sting. Their venom can be used as a vaccine for the several million who are highly allergic.
It saves lives. Not only that, it reduces anxiety with a lot of people.
Lamp usually retrieves the insects at night when they are least aggressive. When George Presser saw this nest behind his home, he called for backup.
I learned a long time ago that leave things alone until you get a professional. Somebody knows what they're doing.
And Lamp definitely knows what he's doing, approaching the nest with only gloves for protection. He uses CO2 to put the hornets to sleep.
All right, count of 3, pass the gas, okay? 1, 2, 3.
The nest is then cut down and cracked open. Now, I can't say that I ever thought I'd be holding a handful of hornets, but Lamp tells me that in the sleeping state, I'm safe. But I don't exactly share Lamp's love for them.
Shake them off, shake them off.
Lamp says anyone who thinks they might be allergic needs to see one of the several board-certified allergists in Toledo.
The doctor's always going to cover his rear end and say, just be careful and carry an EpiPen.
But he thinks the vaccination program is better, and many insurance companies will cover it. Lamp will remove the nest for free if it's a good size and is what they're looking for.
The best bee there is a freebie.
So give them a buzz if you have a big nest in your backyard. On assignment, Christy Lee, Fox Toledo News, first at 4. It's day 2 of the Food Stamp Challenge, and today, see what it's like to shop on a food stamp budget. Since I have a family of 3, I have $69 I can spend for the week. I used about $12 of that budget to account for items I already had in my pantry, so now I'm down to $57 for the rest of the week. Reverend Steve Anthony of Toledo Area Ministries joined me for a little shopping guidance. This is the second time he's gone through the Food Stamp Challenge himself.
I think the challenge will be harder this time because while food stamps did receive a slight increase last year in the Farm Bill last summer, prices are quite a bit higher this year than they were last year. So you have to be very creative about the way you do it.
The plan is to buy foods that are both nutritious and filling, but there are rules.
You can't get anything that's prepared. Like I can't go to the salad bar and carry out a salad with food stamps.
Shopping on the food stamp budget is not easy.
I haven't bought anything to drink, so that means I'm drinking water.
We did buy hamburger meat because it can be used to buy several meals, and when the choice was between nutritious and filling, filling won out. For example, oatmeal, but we had to get it the old-fashioned way. Instant was too expensive, and we even had to make those tough choices at the checkout counter. But we made it just 2 cents under budget.
It makes me appreciate the ability to just be able to walk into a store and buy what I want to.
I'll continue to give you updates on how the Food Stamp Challenge is going throughout the week. On the scene in West Toledo, Christy Lee, Fox Toledo News, first at 4.
Fox Toledo's Christy Lee is live now with what the department is doing to crack down on smoking violations.
Well, one of the biggest issues with the ban has been enforcement, and the Toledo-Lucas County Health Department thinks that's been much too weak. So the department has been charging violators double fines to try to clear the air in bars and restaurants once and for all.
In the state law provides, just like we inspect all the restaurants for their health issues, we also inspect all the establishments for smoking violations.
And Dr. David Grossman, Commissioner of the Lucas County Health Department, says it has started to double fine some local establishments he thinks are brushing off the smoking ban.
They keep ignoring it. They deliberately, it's not like, oh my God, someone did smoke, I didn't catch them, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. It's that we're going to allow it.
Dr. Grossman says Delaney's Lounge is one bar not following the smoking ban properly.
I say baloney. I am obeying the law as it is written. There are no ashtrays. My signs are up, and I am telling people, put the cigarette out or I cannot serve you again.
Delaney says his bar should not be made to enforce the law anyway.
We are not the police. We are not deputized in any way, shape, or form. They are the ones that are to be the enforcer of this law. They are not doing their job.
This is a health issue. This isn't anything else but a health issue. The statistics on communities that have had smoking bans and all, the improvement in their health over a very short time is dramatic.
And Mr. Grossman, as far as I'm concerned, wants to be the leader of the free world, which he's certainly not making it a free world.
Delaney also says the dispute won't matter soon anyway because he's convinced new legislation will overturn the smoking ban. Until then, Grossman says the Toledo-Lucas County Health Department will be continuing to double fine bars it deems are ignoring the ban. Reporting live, Christy Lee, Fox Toledo News, first at 4. The Wood County Health Department says nearly 3,000 residents have gotten the flu vaccination already.
It's much more available than it used to be in previous years with the grocery stores and the pharmacies also offering flu shots. I think it makes it much more available to the general public.
Loretta Mayer also says better publicity is changing the common misconception that a flu vaccine can give you the flu. And for those afraid of the shot, now there's this painless alternative. It's called Flu Mist, and the nurses tell me it's just as effective, if not more effective, than the flu shot.
It's pretty painless, and a lot of kids are very fearful of shots, and so the less tears and no screams, it's really makes our job a lot easier.
And the less tears and no screams sounds like it will make getting vaccinated a lot easier. So the Flu Mist is what I'm opting for. Just a quick instruction and then a mist up each nostril.
That's it. Yeah, that's all right. A lot of people do. That's okay. You're done.
The Flu Mist offers a year of protection against the flu and covers a more broad spectrum of the flu strains than the shot does. This year there are 3 new strains of flu the vaccinations will help protect you from.
Many people who've gotten flu shots every year have told me that they feel much healthier since they started getting flu shots. If they do get a cold, they recover more quickly, and they just generally stay healthier throughout the winter.
Mayer says if you haven't had the flu yet this year, it's never too late to get the vaccine. For a link to upcoming flu clinics, visit our website, foxtoledo.com. On assignment, Christy Lee, Fox Toledo News, first at 10. To watch Kareem entertain his party guests today with his dancing and other antics, he looks like any normal 3-year-old. But Kareem has had to go through more pain and challenges than some have had to deal with in a lifetime. Kareem came all the way from Africa to receive surgery on his clubbed feet. His condition was so severe, he was essentially walking on his ankles. After a series of casts, Kareem had to have frames surgically attached to his feet. And once those came off, more casts. Kareem stayed strong through those challenges, but then came physical therapy.
Crying, didn't want to be here, didn't want me to touch him, and since then he's become just a great little kid to be around.
That great little kid persevered through his therapy.
Yay!
And has managed to astound his doctors.
Good job, buddy.
They're just amazed every time he goes in how much further he's come. And he's actually come a lot further than they predicted he would.
Kareem's next big achievement is a bittersweet one, his trip back home.
We knew that he was going to have to go back when he came, and it's really nice to see how far he's come, and we're excited for him to get home to his mom and dad, but we're sad too, but we know that he's going to have a better life.
Kareem's mommy and daddy here are confident he will make the adjustment back to his mommy and daddy in Africa just fine.
I think it'll be a little bit of a shock at first, but I'm sure he'll remember them, and I think he'll adjust back well.
But for now, everyone wants to use today's party to get in their last bit of playtime and showers of kisses.
The gimbal? Oh, you wiped it off, didn't you? Where's Bad Boy?
And with Kareem headed back to Africa, the family is left with a photo album of memories, but a lifetime of change for Kareem. Yes, Kareem came across the world for surgery, but he's now open to a world of possibilities. For NBC Lima, I'm Christy Lee.
Yes.